Hey everybody, how's it going? What is up? It is me, Twisted Twister Winstucker. And tonight, of all nights, on the night before the full moon is, I want to talk to you guys about, and today is actually 420, so yes! I want to talk to you guys about the future of this channel while you ride with me. I realize that this isn't 100% a beautiful since it is night. I am using the GoPro Hero 9 in a low light situation, and this may not look super sexy, but that's right with me, baby. So the situation is David and I have been talking about the future of the channel, and David is all for making more podcast videos, which the channel was set up for. So I want to go back to that, and that's why the name of the channel went back to the Twister and Hot Wheels Show, to signify that its purpose, unlike the NCTSX team, which NCTSX stands for North Carolina Twister Squad Extreme Team, and I wanted to be able to do everything on it, you know, cooking, podcast, day in the life, like David could like put videos up talking about what he does during the day, all kinds of videos, and I could even put video games on here, which I have, because I have done the Mega Man X, which I completed the entire series and is up live. I wish I had actually knocked out the full 25 minutes or whatever it is of fighting Sigma and only showed you guys the actual defeat of Sigma. That would have significantly shortened the entire series. And The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Now, the thing about the Link to the Past series is I decided to start from Link's House in the Light World, Pyramid of Power in the Dark World, and go to the dungeons. Well, I think that was a big mistake, and I should have just started at the dungeons entrances. Which is why on my other channel, I redid the Mega Man and Zelda series, and they're roughly, well, the Mega Man is shorter, and I'm not going to show how to get the extra sub tank and the heart tank out of Chill Penguin stage. I'm leaving that as a complete, not there. And I'm not even going to throw in the intro stage. I'm just going to do the 8 bosses plus the 4 Sigmas, and do 12 stages. That's going to be it. And I managed to defeat Sigma on the first try. And so that's going to be a short battle. And then you're going to have the credits. So there you go. And as for the Zelda, I started at the dungeon palaces, they call them palaces back then, entrances, and just did palace, and as soon as Link steps up the palace at the end of the level, that's it. Nice short videos. Boom, boom, boom. So that's going to be the major difference. And I also took out the Agnem fight, and I'm debating on whether I want to put Ganon's Tower in here or not. Of course, I think I will, since that's the main purpose of collecting the 7 maidens. So I may put that in there, even though I probably don't have to. but I will. I took out the Aghanim fight that shows how you got to the Dark World in the first place. But it is what it is. So, with all that said, the channel is going to go back to just podcast, where Hot Wheels, David and I, aka Hot Wheels, are just going to do podcasts. I would like David to come over to the crib and we do them together at home instead of trying to do them over the internet like we had been doing. And the reason for that is because I don't know if it's my internet or if it's David's internet or both, because it could very well be both. Isn't doing too well when it comes to David glitching out when he's doing his part. So I just want to do it live in studio, that way everything is good, the camera's rolling. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. And David is all for it. David wants to get back to the podcast. The only thing is I want to start in May. And David was like, well, my girlfriend is moving up here after her daughter graduates from high school. And so she's going to be looking for a place. I don't know if he's going to move in with her or what, but they are, she's supposed to be moving up here. And I get the feeling that David wants to wait until she moves up here to do the episode, because the only other way for David to get to my crib to do it is either she comes and grabs him and brings him to me, or I go get David, which either way, doesn't matter. I just want to start making episodes. At least one episode every Saturday for the rest of the year, which will get us really nicely through next year. We won't really have to make any more episodes until August, even though I technically want to make one episode per Saturday, so that when August hits and the videos we make now are gone, and we already have videos, and there we go. Because the whole original idea of this was to make the videos until 2030, which I think we started in 2015, 2016, I can't remember, but we started in 2015, or 16, one of them. And so it technically be 5 years, because the original idea was 10 years, but it was going to be 5. And then, depending on how things go by 2030, we either continue or we just, whatever. And, I was going to go for that. We still can go for that. But, at the rate that David has been ghosting me here lately, I'm keep trying to talk to David about things, make plans, but David doesn't respond. And there's no way David don't hear his phone, or after he gets done playing his game, he doesn't check his phone for messages, because there's no way he's going to miss a text or a call from his girlfriend, even when he's at his mom's. There's no way he's not going to be checking his phone to make sure he doesn't miss a message. And the fact that he ain't responding to my messages just makes me think he's ghosting me. Seriously. I really want to get our business up and running and actually, making some money off this perhaps, and he's freaking ghosted. Which is why I'm going to go back to my original channel, and after the last Legend of Zelda episode is launched at the end of this month, all video game stuff is going to my channel. And I'm going to put up the new recorded versions of Mega Man X and Legend of Zelda on my channel, starting with Mega Man X in May. And since the ATEM records in 1080, the video just may end up being 1080 unless I get a hyperdeck, like I do want a hyperdeck, and I'm able to record in 4K, and then I'll just trade, because I could trade the video of me that's in 1080 for the 6K version of myself, and then just, you know, make it 4K across the board, which is what I'm thinking about doing, is just upgrading, you know, my 1080 video of me to 6K and then making it a 4K video, and then just, you know, having everything else 1080, and basically exporting the podcast with David and I at 4K, and that way, since it's 6K and I'm recording it in that, I can just punch down to 4K, keep the quality, but I'll be able to zoom in, so I'll get that nice little half zoom in, or whatever you want to call it. So that'd be nice. So yeah, all in all, that's the plan, is to upgrade the studio with a 6K camera, ATEM, ISO, and at least I want 2 hyperdecks. One, so I can put videos and everything on the channel, and 2, so I can record to, which I don't exactly know. The ATEM output's at 1080, so I'd have to plug the camera into the ATEM and then, you know, run the hyperdeck to the ATEM, which would be hilarious. But anyway, I'll figure all that out. So as for the studio, as for the podcast, I'm going to do updates once a month to let you guys know what's going on for the next 8 months. And then if David and I have not made any podcast videos, I'll update you guys once a month next year as to what's going on with the podcast. I'm hoping to at least have the shows, you know, have the show back in 2023 one way or another. But with us wrapped up into his girlfriend as David is, the show may continue to be on permanent hiatus, because I had no plans on keeping the show on hiatus as long. In fact, in November of last year, I wanted to bring the show back and do episodes, you know, from the second Saturday of November all the way through December. I mean, what would that have been, like 7 episodes, maybe 8 episodes, if we had actually got it. You know, I wanted to do episodes. I wanted to do episodes this year, but David has had his girlfriend. He's ghosted me, and quite literally, I can't get him to commit. So this is a ride with me / update on the situation going on with the channel. But if you want to come and watch my videos, I'll be at Twister Windstalker on YouTube with all the video games and hopefully other videos outside of video gameage. that channel was never supposed to be a video game channel. It was supposed to be more an outdoorsy, airsoft, paintball-ish channel. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave comments down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Deuces!